morning, students. Today we are going to study about the new chapter that is known as chemical kinetics. In class 11 we have studied the chapter chemical equilibrium, and in chemical equilibrium we read about the factor that is known as delta G. Okay. And for all spontaneous process, if the value of delta G is negative, then the spontaneity will be maintained. Means whether a reaction will happen or not, that will be decided by the value of the delta G. Means अगर delta G की वैल्यू नेगेटिव है तभी वो रिएक्शन होगी. Okay. Second thing, in the same chapter we also studied about the equilibrium. When the equilibrium is set up, at that time we can find out the concentration of the reactants and the products. Reactants and products. Okay. But the main thing which we will study in this chapter, that will be the rate of the reaction. Rate of reaction. या कहें हम रिएक्शन होगी या नहीं होगी, that will be decided by the value of delta G. जब इक्विलिब्रियम सेटअप हो जाएगा उस टाइम रिएक्टेंट्स की क्या कंसंट्रेशन होंगी, प्रोडक्ट्स की क्या कंसंट्रेशन होंगी, ये इक्विलिब्रियम केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम लॉ से हमें पता लगेगा. लेकिन किस रेट से, किस गति से रिएक्शन प्रोसीड करेगी, वो जो हम पढ़ सकते हैं, वो इस जो नया चैप्टर हमारे सामने है केमिकल काइनेटिक्स, इसमें हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं. ओके. किसी भी, क्योंकि एक रिएक्शन है, रिएक्शन तीन टाइप की हो सकती हैं. एक रिएक्शन जैसे ही हम उसमें रिएक्टेंट्स ऐड करते हैं, इट कन्वर्ट्स इनटू द प्रोडक्ट्स इंस्टेंटली. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हम जैसे सिल्वर नाइट्रेट का सॉल्यूशन है, ओके, एंड वी ऐड द solution of sodium chloride to this solution, instantly there will be a precipitate formation of the silver chloride. Okay, so this reaction happens within no time. Okay, and second type of reaction, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron is the reaction which runs with too slow speed. Means when you have kept the iron piece in the open atmosphere, it is taking so many days to get a rust. Okay, but in both cases reaction is happening. In this case the reaction is happening too fast. In this case the reaction is happening with too slow speed. Okay, and third type reactions, which is our main part for this chapter, to be studied, the rate of reactions. Means those reactions which run with the moderate speed. Okay, for example, reaction of hydrogen and iodine, this form the hydrogen iodide. This reaction, the rate of this reaction is moderate. Means we can study the kinetics of the reaction. Okay, now we take an example, simple example. This is any reactant, and let this is converting into product. Okay, so in this chapter we will study the main things, which are rate of reaction, second thing, rate of disappearance of reactants, And third thing, the rate of appearance of product. Very simple thing. Mainly we will give our pressure to these three values. Rate of disappearance of reactants, when the reactants will disappear, only in that case the products will fall. So the rate of disappearance of reactants, rate of appearance of products, and the rate of reaction. Okay. For this, if we draw the graph in between the change in the concentration with respect to time, this is the graph which is drawn with respect drawn the change of concentration with respect to change of time. Okay. Let us see. It is for reactants. Clearly we see when the time is 0. Okay. When the time is 0, the reactants have their maximum value, that is denoted by R0. This R0, it is put in the square bracket. This square bracket is showing the molar concentration of the reactant. Okay. Now look, as the time goes on, okay, suppose when the time reaches T1, the concentration is R1. Clearly we can see. Okay. And let when the time reaches up to T2, when the time T2, according to this graph, we see the concentration is R2. Okay. So from this data, we can find out the value of R average. Here, the rate of disappearance of reactants, okay, that will be shown equal to minus del R by dt. Minus del R by dt. How we got it? By subtracting the initial concentration from the final concentration. In this, we can see del or R average equal to R2 final concentration minus initial concentration divided by the time change. Okay. Now clearly, in case of the reactants, always the final concentration, the concentration taken at later time will be definitely lesser in compared to the concentration at previous time. So this R2 minus R1 will be always negative. That's why here we put a negative sign to make the value of the R average positive. Okay. So minus del stands for the change, del R by change in time, that is del T. Okay. Clear? The same thing. This is the graph drawn with the change in concentration with time. Okay, here time, this time T1 and this is time T2. Okay. Let the concentration of product initially here 0. When the time is 0, the concentration of product is also 0. So this graph starts from 0 and goes in this way. Okay. Let us suppose the concentration of the products is P1 when the time is T1. So this is clearly from the graph, and when the concentration is P2, the time is T2. Okay. So we can find out the value of R average, rate of appearance of products. This will be R average equal to final concentration P2 minus P1 divided by the time T2 minus T1. Here always P2 minus P1 will be positive, that's why a positive sign is here. So del P upon del T. So this is the rate of appearance of the products. Okay. If we want to find out the instantaneous rate, look here. To find the instantaneous rate at any time, at any point, we will have to draw the tangent. Here, for the reactants, we have drawn this tangent, and this is small portion. A small portion is a small change in the concentration. That's why it is shown by dr. Okay, and this portion, a small change in time. That's why it is shown by dt. Okay, so the instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate means rate of the reaction. You can say rate of appearance or disappearance of particular products or reactants at particular instant. किसी particular instant पे, अब जैसे हमने इस instant पे हमने टेंजेंट को ड्रॉ किया है, तो ये जो रेशो है, रेशो ऑफ डी आर बाई डी टी, डी आर बाई डी टी, this is R instantaneous. Okay, this is the value of R instantaneous, and this D stands for very small change. This is different from delta. Delta stands for larger change, and D stands for very small change. So whenever we are to find out the instantaneous rate at particular instant during the course of the reaction, we have to draw the tangent at that particular point, and we have to find out the ratio of dr by dt. Okay, now we take another example, known example, in which we will study about the rate of appearance, rate of disappearance, and the rate of reaction. Okay, we take the reaction of nitrogen and hydrogen, and this converts into ammonia. Okay, now the rate of disappearance. First, these are the reactants. So first we will find out the rate of disappearance of the nitrogen. This will be minus del N2 by del T. This is the rate of disappearance of nitrogen. Okay. Similarly, the rate of disappearance of hydrogen, in the same way, the change in concentration divided by the change in time. For hydrogen, change in the concentration of hydrogen divided by the time taken. Okay. So rate of disappearance of hydrogen is equal to minus del concentration change of hydrogen divided by del T. Okay. In the same time, the ammonia is forming. So for ammonia, we will take the rate of appearance of the ammonia. Okay, rate of appearance of ammonia. What will this? This will be concentration change in ammonia divided by delta T. Okay, here the minus sign is not, because the concentration change in ammonia will be positive. Okay, now we have to correlate these three, and we can see by the reaction the rate of disappearance of hydrogen is 3 times the rate of disappearance of ammonia. Means when the rate of disappearance of nitrogen and hydrogen may be equal, when the rate of disappearance of hydrogen is divided by 3, then they may be equal to the rate of disappearance of the nitrogen. Okay, so I am equating these two, minus del N2 upon del T. This is the rate of disappearance of nitrogen. Okay, this will be equal to rate of disappearance of hydrogen only when the rate of disappearance of hydrogen is divided by 3, because the rate of disappearance of hydrogen is 3 times the rate of disappearance of nitrogen. So we have to divide it by the stoichiometric coefficient of hydrogen. Okay, so minus, here minus del hydrogen upon del. Okay, now I rub here this one. Now when these two may be equal to the rate of appearance of the ammonia, when the rate of appearance of ammonia is divided by its stoichiometric coefficient, that is 2, so this is equal to 1 by 2 the del of NH3 upon delta T. Now all these 3 terms are equal. Here the stoichiometric coefficient of nitrogen is 1, that's why the rate of disappearance of nitrogen is equal to the 1/3 of the rate of disappearance of hydrogen and half of the rate of appearance of the ammonia, and all these are equal, and each of these values is called the rate of reaction. Is it clear? Means the rate of reaction may be find out in terms of the rate of disappearance of nitrogen. Okay, means in this case the rate of reaction is equal to the rate of disappearance of the nitrogen, and the rate of reaction in terms of hydrogen, in terms of disappearance of hydrogen, is equal to the 1/3 of the rate of disappearance of hydrogen, and the rate of reaction is also equal to the half of the rate of appearance of the ammonia. Okay, thank you.